Great. All right. Let's take you back to those early years then, because I asked you before you joined us to send me a little suggestion of what your favourite, or rather your first Gerry Anderson memory was. So let's take a look at Ellie's first Anderson memory.
I'll draw his fire. Take up when I tell you, Symphony. Goddard! Like a symphony, now. Captain Blue, I'll keep him occupied. Fire the SPV rockets as soon as the magnacopter is clear.
But, Captain, you'll be killed.
The magnacopter's clear. Let him have it.
SIG.
Oh, will he recover in time for next week's episode?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Almost so, because that's what he does. That's the great thing about Captain Scarlet. Chris Dale, who's sitting behind the camera there, what episode was that from? The Trap. There you go. So, how old would you have been when you first saw Captain Scarlet?
Oh, probably about 5.
Right.
4 or 5. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We've got a little Captain Scarlet gun there. You know that? So you know.
Brilliant.
Now, also in your email to me, you suggested that watching these programs was what inspired you in your sort of professional life as well.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about that.
Well, I work in television, so sort of, shows like this. I wanted to work in production originally, sort of like with the cameras and actually like sort of making the show. But then as I started pursuing it, went to university, studied film and TV and stuff. And then I actually got into the post-production side of it. So ingesting footage and editing programs and stuff like that. And that's kind of what really inspired me to create the story itself. I just love the storytelling of programs like Captain Scarlet and everything. And that, choosing the best shots and everything. And I was like thinking, oh yeah, you can have that explosion there and cut to this close up. And even as a kid, sort of, I picked up on the sort of camera angles and stuff like that. And this really heavily inspired me to become an editor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I didn't say that before you shoot.
I was going to say, I'll nick
Yeah,
it.
don't do it. That's very expensive. Now, I saw you tweeting recently about watching, I think, the whole of Blake 7.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people aren't very forgiving of older TV shows, but you seem to be. Why? Why can you forgive quite so much?
I mean, I grew up with Doctor Who. It was my main thing. And, bless Doctor Who in all its glory. It was very low budget back in the day, as many people will know. And it's one of these that as a kid as well, you just don't care. You don't care about if a camera wobbles a little bit or a set's a bit wobbly. You're just so involved in the story and the characters and just like the action that's going on. And I think even then sort of thing, like I get... some sets are, for Blake 7 are quite low budget and everything, but because the characters are so well developed and they really engage you, you just dismiss it. You just kind of go into your own realm of like, no, I can sort of get on board with the wobbliness. Like maybe that's what their universe is like, sort of thing. You never know.
There's living in a wobbly universe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Toby Haydock, of
Yeah.
course. And I was listening to one of his Doctor Who podcasts, but I think actually this is counts across the board for older TV, in that if the producers gave it a good stab at suggesting what they were aiming for, as viewers, though, in those days, we were quite happy with that, and we could sort of fill in the blanks and think, oh, okay, I see what they were getting at. They're after a super duper underwater sequence, and they haven't quite got there, but my imagination can fill in the blanks. We're not quite so forgiving now, are we? In the TV that we watch.
Yeah, I mean, because we're so reliant upon CGI and everything now in big budget shows and stuff like that. I mean, you see like a lot of stuff on Disney Plus that could be shown in the cinema and whatever. But there's a certain sort of charm, I think, with older telly, because as you said, it was trying to be what, the big budget things are now, but they had to be so creative in the way that they did it. And I mean, I was watching like a special feature on Blake 7, and I think the set director was saying that he literally used egg boxes because the budget was so low that he just painted egg boxes just to make a spaceship. And you've got to give somebody credit for doing that, because it still looks great up on screen, sort of thing. And, for a budget of £2.50, you've got to give them a bit of slack, haven't you? Like,
absolutely. I mean, Derek Meddings famously in the, I think it's Thunderbird 1 launch bay, has the a lemon squeezer, painted silver and stuff on the ball. I mean, there's all sorts of, examples of that sort of thing.